Yes, people, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Football Philosophy Podcast. Yes, good people, welcome back to another episode of the Football Philosophy Podcast. And this really is a special one. It's the Euros tournament. The tournament that was supposed to be happening in 2020 finally is here in 2021. Guys, how excited are you about this tournament? Because I love the Euros. I don't know why it is. From 2004 to 2016, when I saw Ronaldo crying, man, with all his emotions, that really hit me. So the Euros really mean a lot for me. Guys, what about you guys?
I thing is with international tournaments, I don't look forward to them until they actually start. I'm very pessimistic when it comes to sort of thing because also England's track record, it's sort of you can't really get too giddy. But obviously the last World Cup was sort of great for us, although I think there was a lot of false dawn about it. But yeah, I'm excited for the Euros because it's football continuing. It's like I hate it when the football season ends and there's nothing in between.
I know.
Because you literally sat there, it's like, oh, I've got to actually socialize and talk to people now. You got to go around and stuff like that. But no, I'm buzzing for it, to be honest.
That's it, man. This episode is all about who are your favorites to win this tournament? Who can you see winning the Golden Boot, the Golden Glove? Who's the young player that you're excited to see? And obviously, we're gonna do a little preview of Turkey and Italy, which is about to start in under an hour. And we're going to get to watch that game after we finish this live show right now. Trey is also on the call with us. He's driving. How are you, mate? Right?
Yeah, I'm good. Obviously, that's commitment right there. I'm actually on my way to play football now with Moose, who's obviously going to be supporting Italy today for the game.
For Italia.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's looking really good. I'm not going to lie. I'm really excited about the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about one team that you're thinking that they're gonna do really well. They're gonna be a surprise team in this tournament.
Well, in my opinion, I think Italy are a team that a lot of people are gonna be shocked about. Coming into the tournament, they're coming on good form, of course, and. Yeah, they're gonna feel it. For me, they're always the dark horses in the tournament for some reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they could surprise a few people. Obviously, you got Croatia as well, who's always a threat. They're sort of coming at the stage now where their golden era is obviously being affected now. But I'm just genuinely excited. Anyway, we're gonna have a few upsets, and we're gonna have a few teams that should win it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm excited about Poland, but yeah, Nathan, go ahead.
I've got a feeling that Portugal could be really ones to watch out for again this time round, because I think last time when they won it, they didn't have the type of quality in the squad that they do now. I mean, if you look at across the board, obviously you got Cristiano Ronaldo. Doesn't need anything more to say about him. Got Bruno, João Cancelo, Moutinho, Neves. You've got all these attacking talent, like João Felix, Jota, who's done well at Liverpool this season. Got Gonzalo Guedes as well from Valencia.
Yes.
You got all this talent, and I think a lot of people suggesting that maybe their their defence, or centre back pairing could be the weak point, because obviously Fonte and Pepe are in the twilight years of their career. But if you look at both of them have had stellar seasons for their club. Especially Fonte just won the league title with Lille.
Absolutely, yes.
You've also got in goal. They've got I think they've got
Patricio.
Yeah, Patricio. They've also got that. Did they take that Anthony Lopez as well from Lyon?
Yes,
as well. So he's a very good keeper.
He is.
One team I will say I think could maybe surprise people. You're on the lines of Italy. I think Turkey are a bit of a dark horse, to be fair. I think because I think bookmakers have got them at 66-1 to win the tournament, and it's not exactly bad odds. Realistically, for a team like Turkey, you wouldn't expect them. So obviously, a lot will sort of play out tonight. Well,
Yes.
knowing that the game will probably finish 0-0, we don't know anything. So, but yeah, Portugal for me the ones to watch out for. Obviously, that group's going to be a bit of a tough one to get out of anyway, because obviously France and France are another team. Because France, they're coming back off the World Cup.
France has to be the favourites, aren't they? They must be. They've got the biggest squad. They've got the best players. Portugal, for me, that lineup that they started with against Israel, I have to agree with you, Nathan. It just looked amazing, man. Like you said, Turkey as well. They are real underdogs. They've just beaten Holland 4-2 in Holland as well. So they are a team to look out for. I mean, in terms of any other underdogs, I would say Poland are a really, really good team. I can see them going all the way maybe to the semis, at least to the quarterfinals, because they've got a good run in. If you look at, for example, now in terms of like the Golden Boot winners, who can you guys see in winning this trophy?
Harry Kane, right off the bat. I think with Kane, it's a case of the way England set up in the World Cup last time out. It was predominantly making use of set pieces. That's why Southgate's obviously brought Trippier and Trent with him. Although I thought James Ward-Prowse was really, really unlucky not to make that squad. To be honest, I think he should have been one of the first people on the team. To be honest, but Harry Kane, you can't sort of look past him.
Yeah, definitely.
And Mbappe's obviously up there as well, but I think Harry Kane would, because obviously if you got the likes of Grealish, say, winning fouls in and around the penalty box, a lot of penalties can be given away. Harry Kane, you put your mortgage on him, you know what I mean, to bag you a pen.
Yes.
But yeah, I've got Harry Kane to win the Golden Boot.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Trey?
You know what? I've got a bit of a shocker. So for me, in terms of Golden Boot, I feel that Lukaku could have a good campaign, because obviously Lukaku's been on form this season, and Belgium are sort of at that point now where they've been classed as the golden area for quite some time now, and now it's just time for them to produce the goods, really. So I know the players are feeling the pressure. You got the likes of Henry, who's going to be obviously with Martinez in the coaching staff. So, you know what, it should be an interesting one in my opinion. I think Lukaku is going to be sort of the dark horse for the Golden Boot. And Belgium are in it to win it as well. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
This is probably their last chance, I would say, for them to really do something, because you got Lukaku, you got De Bruyne, you got Mertens as well, who I'm really excited to see in this tournament. How he does as well, because they have to use him the right way. Mertens, you cannot be playing about with him. Just use him the same way that Napoli, you will get the best out of him. Lukaku. Yeah, Trey, I completely agree with you. Lukaku is a very, very good shout. I have an interesting one myself. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but Benzema. What do you guys think, Benzema?
Benzema. No, Benzema, he does the job. I'm not gonna lie, he's been doing the job for Madrid. France, I'm sure they're excited because Benzema's more excited because he's not been in the French team for a bit, so I'm sure he's got a point to prove to the doubters, of course. And that's a good shout. I agree with you.
I think with Benzema as well, it's a case of it's like you said, he missed out on the World Cup and whatnot, and obviously France won the World Cup. So it might be a case for him to sort of prove that, okay, they might have won the World Cup without him, but he's still integral to that France squad,
Exactly.
Because I think he went to the 2014 World Cup, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And obviously Giroud in the 2018 World Cup, although he got winner's medal, he didn't actually score in the entire tournament. And a lot was made about how they had Giroud and Griezmann up the top, and it was more the link-up play. So it'd be interesting to see what France do this time, whether they change the system to adapt to Benzema. Because who else have they taken as a striker option? Have they just taken Benzema, Ben Yedder, I think. Giroud, I don't know whether they take. Let me get the France squad up.
They've got Giroud.
They got Giroud.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
Giroud, Ben
for him.
Yedder. Man, it's a great squad, man. It's a great squad.
The
But
team
I'm just
it's like an
excited.
ultimate team, France, isn't it?
My God, it really
It's
is,
like
man.
Yeah,
literally,
it's like Ultimate Team without the EA scripting, essentially. You know, but
Yep. Yeah, you
But
know,
yeah,
right?
man.
You know.
Imagine, yeah, you've got Pogba in there who can just give all these
Oh,
assists to Benzema.
yeah,
I'm
did
really
you see his
excited for
performance by the way
Benzema,
the
man.
other day against was it?
Ooh.
Yeah, Austria. Thing is, it annoys me from a club perspective because it's like this is what we know you can do compared to sometimes what you do in the club, and it's like, Paul, if you fancy doing that on the club basis a bit more often, it'd be
Yes,
handy. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
it's really annoying.
but
It's really, really annoying, man. I don't
it's
know
mad.
what it is, but
But guys, think about this though. Guys, think about this.
yeah,
Who's the player? You know, these guys are stats that I'm not sure if you know about, but the player Pogba's playing with a midfield, Kante. He's undefeated playing with Kante in 27 games. Now it's 28 games. So the fact that Pogba's playing with Kante, it shows you how important it is having Kante in your squad as well. It allows Pogba to have the freedom. For me, if you've got not Kante per se, but if you've got a player that could do similar things to maybe a Kante, then we would be seeing Pogba flourishing in that midfield position. But unfortunately, for United, we're in a situation where we've got two players occupying that one role in McFred.
I get that, but I think he just turns on when he wants to. France is he's there for every tournament, every single tournament he does well for them. But that is a topic for another day. Now, guys, let's talk about one young player that you guys are really excited about.
I think there's a lot of talk about Foden for obvious reasons because obviously he done his haircut like Gaza and like from '96 and whatnot, and I did immediately sit there and go, in all fairness, if you want to do like whatever you do with your hair, I don't really give a crap, but it's like immediately it's like there's been so much talk over the past couple of years how we shouldn't build like overhyped talent, put too much pressure on them, just let them play ball, essentially. Let them do what they have to do and this, that, and the other. And yet, as soon as he did that haircut, it's like, oh, he could be our next Gaza. It's like, oh, well done for going back on your word. But
I know, but he was asking for that to happen.
Yeah, but one player who I am interested in seeing is Camavinga at France.
Yeah, he's excellent.
Because he for me, from what I've seen of him, he's at Rennes in a minute, isn't he?
Yes.
But from what I've seen of him and stuff like, he is a baller. Like he is really. It depends on whether they're going to use him, whether it'll be a case of like whether they'll fit him into that midfield or he's just getting taken just for experience cases, like some youngsters doing that.
It's definitely an experienced one. He's a player that, for example, if like Pogba's getting tired, for example, you could just put him on. Like you're tuning it up, put him on, got Kante on him with you as well. He can play that role really well, in my opinion.
But yeah, so I've got so Camavinga for me, and obviously Foden as well, and one other person I will sort of throw in there, Donnarumma, because I think Donnarumma, he's going to be really integral to sort of how Italy do, because I think he probably is a standout player in that team, because obviously there's a lot of talk in a minute of where he's actually going to be going this summer. Obviously PSG, I think, is the most likely destination. And obviously,
I think he will go there.
Yeah, with Donnarumma, it's a case of he's heralded as basically the next Buffon. Do you know what I mean? And that's big shoes to fill. So if he has a good tournament, say if Italy reach semi-finals, it could be a sort of make or break tournament for him.
Absolutely. Trey, what about yourself? Is it the same three, or do you have another three, or a player that you have in mind?
You know what? Nathan's obviously highlighted a few good players. I'm going to highlight a different player in Italy. He's a fantastic player, in my opinion. He's a future captain. Barella. He's something special, in my opinion. I definitely feel that this is going to be a platform for him to sort of produce the goods and also show the world what he can do. Because obviously not everyone watches Serie A, so everyone's going to be tuned in the Euros. So this is going to be the perfect platform for him to showcase his skills, of course.
Yeah, I agree. Barella's obviously won the league title at Inter, and things I've not seen. Admittedly, I've not seen much of Serie A and stuff like that. So I don't know how integral he was to say Inter's title win.
I think he was the main reason. Honestly, him and Lukaku, and obviously that defense was very good for Inter Milan. But Barella and Lukaku, for me, they deserve MVP. If you could give the MVP award, obviously it was given to Lukaku. But if you give it to two players in one season, I would give it to Barella and Lukaku at the same time because he was absolutely amazing. He's like imagine a young Arturo Vidal. Just imagine that. You know, when he was at Juventus and he was playing under Antonio Conte and he was winning 3 league titles for him. Just the same way that Barella used to, Vidal used to play, Barella is exactly the same way. So yes, Trey, I agree with you. I'm really excited to see him now, flourish in an international tournament. A player that I would like to see more of, who we haven't seen a lot of this season in Barcelona, is Pedri in Spain.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about him and what the future holds for that guy because he could be the next Andres Iniesta. Just the same way that we're all looking forward to Phil Foden and how he does in this tournament. I want to see Pedri shine, But yeah, now let's talk a little bit about Italy and Turkey, which is the game that's going to happen in a little bit. Now, if you look at the lineup here, you obviously got, Sorry?
What's the lineup? Because obviously I'm driving, I can't see what the lineup is.
Yeah. So you've got Turkey playing with 4 at the back, and they've got one player playing in front of the defense. Yeah, Soyuncu is there. Yeah, Soyuncu is starting, and Demiral. Obviously, these two they are solid together. They love to build up from the back. Yeah. Soyuncu obviously is going to build up from the back, but I think they're going to sit back in this game and let Italy attack them. But obviously, you also have that key man in midfield who protects the defense. He just sits there and he does his thing. And then you got 2 attacking sort of like midfielders behind the main striker. So you got Çalhanoğlu and Çoban, and also you have the two wide players. And then obviously at the top you've got the big man Burak Yilmaz, the man who's having an unbelievable season, who has won the league title at the age of 35 years old. Unbelievable. So so that's the lineup for Turkey. 4 at the back, 1 same before the defense, 4 in the middle, and 1 at the top. Italy have been playing the same way, and they've gone with the same formation that they have been using all throughout the tournament of the qualifying campaign. And they're playing with 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, and just 3 at the attack. So you got Berardi and Insigne and Immobile at the top. That front 3.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, that front 3 is amazing. And look at that midfield, bro. You got Barella, you got Jorginho, and you got Locatelli, man. That is dream midfield.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad that Verratti is not fully fit, because if Verratti's playing, then it's a different midfield.
I know.
Midfield, man.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that attack. You got Insigne, who was having he had a world-class season last season at Serie A. I followed him quite closely. Immobile, again, excellent campaign. Berardi doing very well in the Serie A. Obviously, I'm not quite sure about Jorginho yet. You guys seen the way he gave away the ball against Arsenal, but he really needs to focus in this game. I think Italy, it's going to be hard for them, but I think I can see them winning. What do you think, Nathan?
I'm just sort of assessing lineup here. The Turkey defensive mid, he was the lad who was at West Brom, weren't he?
Yes, that's the one.
He's at West Brom. In all fairness, it's one of them where like he was good for West Brom, but you don't know how good he is away. Because obviously, like if you shine in a team that's doing bad, it doesn't actually reflect on you as a footballer. Do you know what I mean? You sort of say you get put in a different circumstance, you could be heavily exposed on a bigger stage than what you are. If I were Turkey, I would try and go after the left back Spinazzola because I think he's naturally a left mid. So I think that would be a weakness there. Jorginho, I think you can get in and around him.
Yes.
The one player I'm looking forward to seeing at Turkey though is not even Yilmaz or Çalhanoğlu. It's the right back Çelik. I think he's at Lille at the minute, and he's very, very. From what I've seen, he's very, very good. Obviously, Demirais at Juve with Sionchu's at Leicester, but I don't know. It's just Italy. To be fair, they should have enough to see off Turkey. I think that front three. Will sort of give Turkey problems. And the only worry I'd have for Italy is if in literally the left back position, obviously Bonucci and Chiellini, they know each other for days. It's like you don't have to worry about them. Florenzi is he's a good right back, but it's Locatelli's obviously had a good season as well from what I hear. Berardi as well. But I'd sort of go for Italy in that one. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Turkey spring an upset here because I don't know. It just depends how Italy set up. If they set up like typical Italian style, and just literally sit back and try to sort of nullify things, and I think Turkey might pick him off. But looking at that lineup, I think Italy have gone really, really, really bold first game out. So I reckon Italy will sort of have it. To be honest,
I agree with you. I think they've gone attacking with the formation because obviously they're playing at home in this first game. You've got the fans coming back into the stadiums after being so long, and obviously they were badly hit by COVID last year. So it's a really emotional time. I think Roberto Mancini just wants to say, yo, guys, just have fun, go for it. But also another reason is Turkey are going to sit back. Honestly, I can see them just sitting back and just waiting and hoping that this man will do the damage. Burak Yilmaz, oh my God, this guy, what a season he's had. I'm really excited to see how he does in this tournament. But all I can say is I can see Italy winning, but it's gonna be a very, very difficult to win. Let's let Trey come back into the show. Where is he? Okay. All right, he's not there. Okay, I thought he was waiting.
I actually, for some reason, I don't see Turkey sitting back. I think Turkey might sort of think of this as well. I know they are playing at in the Stadio Olimpico and that. It could be a case of they turn up and just spoil the party because I think that would be a big statement, really, if the first nation, the first host city, the first country loses in the home city first game. I think that would really, really make a sort of a bold statement from Turkey, and obviously it would sort of create interest, wouldn't it, across across the tournament? Because it's like, okay, England at all three group games at Wembley. What if this is like a sort of start of a curse sort of thing? You know what I mean? No one can win in their home country. So
everyone is saying that England only have one game away from Wembley or away from England. But I'm thinking you need only one game to be knocked out. Just one game once you go through the group stages. And that's really not easy. So we're going to talk about England and we're going to look forward to that game, I believe, tomorrow. But do you have anything else to add, Nathan? Because we're going to go and watch the game.
Yeah. I think that the thing is, it's like, you talk about players to watch and so on and so forth. One player literally sprung to mind when we finished the conversation was Nuno Mendes at Portugal.
Oh, yes.
Sporting Lisbon left back.
I agree with you.
From what I've seen of him, he's very good. And because I play a lot of Football Manager, I know he becomes best left back on the game. That's why I'm like really, really excited to see him. But no, I'm looking forward to Turkey. I hope to God it's not 0-0 because we've waited a year for this tournament to happen.
I
end
know.
0-0 the first night, then I'll be like, right, cool. We may as well postpone it again to the next year. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, Trey is back. All right, you're back, mate.
Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. Difficulty. I'm in a motorway, so I lost the signal.
No worries, bro. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of the show now. We're gonna be watching the game. Is there anything you want to add, Trey? Because we were talking about Turkey and Italy, and yeah, we're just hoping for a really good game, here. That's all.
Yeah, you know what? Literally, I've been waiting for the Euros since last year. So,
I
you
know.
know, it just feels like everything's been delayed. But look, I'm excited. First game's on. I'm expecting a big game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm expecting a big game. I don't expect Turkey to sit as well. I think they're gonna have it, man. If I'm honest with you, they're gonna have it. They're gonna absolutely go for it.
I hope so.
I hope so
I
as
really
well.
hope so.
I'm hoping so, but with football, you never know. Every situation is different, but yeah, I expect an Italy win anyway. I expect them to win, but it won't be as easy as what I'm saying. It would be a tough game.
Yes. I agree with you. It is gonna be a difficult game for Italy, man. Either way. But yeah, guys, I think that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much, Trey. Thank you so much, Nathan, for joining me. And
No
that
worries,
is
no worries.
where we're gonna end it now. But guys, remember, we're gonna be live every single day, 7 p.m. We're gonna be looking forward to every single game, and we're gonna be reviewing this whole game tomorrow. So make sure that you join us and make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care, guys.
Beautiful, beautiful.